We've talked about this quite a bit on our channel. Cybersecurity and cyber attacks are probably the largest, fastest growing threat to business security. And the reason why is because it's a new form of fraud, a new form of crime that is very low risk for the scammer, for the criminal. You don't have to have a gun, you don't have to have a knife, you don't have to beat anybody up, you don't have to, physically show up anywhere. You can all do this remote, thousands of miles away, and steal money. So it's a great opportunity. It's kind of like the benefits of bank robbery without the risk of getting shot by a security guard. And these cyber attacks can also be constantly changed. Once the criminals realize what the defenses are, they can upgrade and change their attack profile day by day. So according to this article and this payments platform, which is a industry trade group for companies that do money transfer, banks, wire transfers, things like Western Union, they have to be very, very up to date on their security because, like Willie Sutton, the old bank robber, said, "Why do you rob banks?" He said, "That's where the money is." Same thing with these payment platforms. That's where the money is, so that's where the hackers are going. So the surge in cyber attacks is demanding a culture of proactive security. And that's the key word right here, proactive. You can't wait until you have a cyber attack to defend against it. And the way you do this is by continually adapting to new threats. That's what it says right here in the video that they embedded in this article, continually adapting to new threats. So if you are a small or medium business, how do you adapt to new threats? Well, first you have to know what the threats are. If you don't know what the threats are going to be, how do you adapt to it? It's very difficult as a small business because you don't know what all the attacks are that are hitting other companies. You would only know what's hitting yours. So the way to do this is to work with some consortium of businesses or security experts that are seeing the constant adaptations that hackers are using, that are constantly monitoring what are the modifications that hackers are using to get into systems. It's almost like trench warfare. You see what your enemy is doing, you adjust. Another good metaphor is in the medical industry, viruses are always adapting to. You will be back in your video in just a few seconds. In the meantime, remember that actualhuman.com offers you live one-on-one private video consultation with an expert in this exact subject. We want to listen to your story. We want to hear your questions. We want to give you expert advisement of your options and tell you what we know about your particular situation. Now back to your video. To vaccinations, right? If you have antibiotics, the viruses adapt to beat the antibiotics. You have to do the same thing. What we found is the fastest, cheapest, easiest way to do this is if you buy a cyber liability insurance policy. Most companies that provide cyber insurance also provide active monitoring. They will install little snippets of code onto your network that'll constantly monitor for activity. And since they're seeing thousands of customers that are insureds being hacked, they know what the most recent updated versions of these attacks are, and they know how to look for them on your network. Now, to be fair, we're biased. We sell cyber insurance, so of course we think it's a good idea. But that doesn't change the fact that it is a good idea, because if you buy the cyber insurance, even if you never make a claim, the value of having somebody monitor your network day in, day out could be worth what you pay for your premium by itself. Plus, if you get cyber insurance, they normally, you got to check with your policy, not every policy is equal, will also provide a response team. So if you get hacked and you have some event, all you got to do is pick up the phone and call, "Hey, I got hacked, what do I do?" And your insurance company will provide IT and technical experts that'll handle ransomware demands, that'll handle recovery of your network, alternate access to things like your payroll, to your accounts payable, accounts receivable, maybe inventory, maybe getting your customers back online to buy from you. So look at those as advantages. Either way, whether you get insurance or not, make sure that you don't downplay the risk of a cyber attack, because just because it never happened to you doesn't mean it wouldn't. And when it does happen, it's a very bad day because you're completely shut down for however long time it takes you to get that hack over with. And the big CDK hack that hit dealerships, some car dealerships were out of business for 10 to 14 days, couldn't sell a car, couldn't work on a car, couldn't sell parts. That was a really significant event. So if you're a business that relies upon your online presence, email, your Salesforce, customer management system, whatever it is, you want to make sure that you have alternates. If that goes down, what are you going to do? Thank you for watching another video at actualhuman.com and describe.tv. Remember, if you have questions or comments about our videos, put them in the link below. Also, remember that you have availability and access to live one-on-one question and answer consultation with a licensed expert in a number of fields: investigations, insurance, surety bonds, civil court mediation, even things like real estate records research, real estate brokers, real estate mortgage lenders. In addition, you're going to find that experts are available in business segments, business development, marketing, advertising, certified licensed experts. So if you do find this content valuable and you want to delve more deeply into a subject, you can't ask YouTube a question, right? But if you want to talk to somebody live, an actual human, use the link below. Thanks for watching.